Okay. So, hi everybody. I'm on my way to La Push, which is in Washington State. It's on the way up to Nia Bay. I'm going to be meeting up with some friends, I should say, in the area for a few days, and it's supposed to be really good weather. Anyway, so I'm going to turn this around and let you see the little town in which I live in. It's called Port Orchard. And anyway, here you go. Well, maybe not. Anyway, so Port Orchard. Port Orchard is a small community of about 12,000 in the city limits. Lots of outskirt in this county, though, a lot of county area. I'm in Kitsap County, and I live in the Manchester area, which is not really a city like Port Orchard is, but it's just a little community. They've got a post office. So this is downtown Port Orchard. We call it downtown Port Orchard. I was just here Friday night for Ladies Night Out, which is it's like a street fair, you know, mostly catering to women, although there are men around. There's live music on the corners and discounted beer here and there, and just fun stuff. I'm not sure if you can see the tips of some of the Olympic mountains in the distance. Over to my right here is one of the marinas, and you can probably see some Navy ships in the distance behind that silver truck that just got in my way. I'll do a better video eventually of Port Orchard and spend a little bit of time focusing on the buildings. There's some really nice looking old buildings here. I can't remember what year it was settled, but somebody by the name of Sydney, I think, last name of Sydney. Anyway, so back to the trip to La Push. It's up I think it's in Quileute or Jefferson County. Those two kind of cross over. You're in Jefferson for a while, then you go back into Quileute, and then you get out of Quileute and go into Jefferson again. So I'm not sure which county La Push is in, but it's up that direction near Forks. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Forks. This is another marina. I don't know if anyone's familiar with Forks, but there's a series of books, young adult books called Twilight, Eclipse, and something else, Bringers of the Dawn maybe. It was a trilogy done by Stephanie Myers. No, it was Twilight, Eclipse, New Moon, and Bringers of the Dawn. I think there was 4 of them. But when I first discovered them, there was still only 3. But what's really funny about that series of books is my girlfriend Linda and I were going to go on a hiking week and to Forks and do a lot of hiking trails. And so we rented a cabin, and the night before we were going to be leaving, I went to Borders bookstore, which used to be a stick and brick type bookstore in Gig Harbor. Anyway, I went there, and you know how Borders would have there, if you're familiar, would have a book on one end, and it would say, if you like this book, well, you'll like these books, kind of thing. Well, the book on the end was one of Anne Rice's, like, Vampire Lestat or something like that. It was one of her vampire books. Anyway, so when I saw that, I am an Anne Rice fan, so when I saw that, I went ahead and looked at the book that was right next to it, which was Twilight. And I read the back of it. It didn't say anything about young adult, which doesn't really matter, but I read the back of it, and it said it took place in Forks. Well, duh. I'm going to Forks, renting a cabin. I'm going to go hiking for the week. And I am going to a place where there might be vampires and werewolves, is what I thought. So, okay, so I'm going to read this book. And I found out there was 2 others, so I got all 3 books at the same time. I brought them to Forks to the cabin, and lo and behold, that's pretty much all we did all weekend was read those books. I read one, gave it to Linda, Linda read that one while I was reading the second one, and vice versa. I think we hiked twice. We we would go and take our chairs and drive to a trail along a river, like the whole river, it was near there, the whole river, and then we'd sit down in the river with our chairs and our books. You know, we'd walk only from the car to the river with our chairs. So anyway, it was fun, and it was a great series of entertainment. Anyway, later. Okay, I'm getting to the end of the lake. It's quite a bit of a distance through here. A lot of construction work along here too, road work. I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're securing some of the rocks. So on my left, which you can't see on the driver's side, there's mountain kind of sheer rocks and stuff, so maybe they're trying to secure that, and it seems like that's where the work is concentrated. But a lot of the turnouts, like this one here, actually that's just the stop sign, looks like, but a lot of the turnouts are blocked off with orange construction cones. So I'm not sure what they're doing. It seems like everywhere you go, I'm glad I'm not in a huge hurry, but everywhere you go, you've got some kind of road work going on lately. Infrastructure, right? Anyway, TTYL. Okay, so I'm at the Quileute Beach Resort and RV Park, or whatever you want to call it. Sorry, my camera has moved a little bit. Anyway, I just got done paying my balance. I don't know what you can see of the ocean just yet because I'm kind of in a wrong spot, but you'll see it here in a second. Anyway, it's a very, very, very nice park. I really liked my time that I've spent here over the years. On the way in, I didn't get to turn on the camera because the roads were just too narrow and bumpy. But there was no vampires allowed beyond this point sign. I thought that was kind of cute. And then they have like a sign, like a don't burn sign. You know, it's low, medium, high, you know, whatever. And anyway, so it's vampires. So what's the chances of the vampires being here or something? And so it was like medium to between medium and high. Anyway, again, cute. If you like that kind of thing. That's not why I'm here. I love this beach. This beach is a very rugged beach. It's not that sandy kind of beach like some people really like that, but I like the more rugged looking, like the North Atlantic. That's probably my most favorite beach in the world, is the North Atlantic beach. But you really can't walk on that beach at all because it is so rocky. Anyway, so still pulling into my site. I'm supposed to go behind this store, and I'm looking for number 25. If you look really hard, you can probably see the beach out there. And I gotta find number 25. Way far. 65. Oh, I'm way far away. I thought I was going to be like closer to the cabins. 62. Oh, I'm not going to be really happy with this park, I'm afraid, if I don't have the right number here. Maybe I do. Maybe I'm just on the back side. Well, you can see some of the beach now, so that's a plus, right? Number 27, 28, number 25. There I am. Okay. So now I gotta back into this. So take a quick look at the beach as I pull around, and then I'll be back in a little bit. TTYL. Okay, so here I am. I'm parked. This is my view from my front seat of my motorhome. I'm going to turn you around a little bit. Sorry, bumping you around. Ocean. A lot of people come here to surf because of the ruggedness, and the waves are so good.